What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Good Influences. If you haven't already subscribed to the show, please subscribe, share it with a friend, leave a like, leave a nice comment, please.
Only nice.
Only nice comments. Or mean.
You can leave a mean comment.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want Aaron to respond.
Yeah.
If you want Aaron to respond, leave a mean comment.
And today is Thursday. Lots happening in the world. Aaron, why don't you start us off with the weather?
Oh, it's so fucking cold. I'm so cold.
You had blood drawn this morning.
Oh, yeah. I got 10 vials of blood drawn this morning. I'm violently ill. I'm hungover.
As a donation or as like a test?
As a donation to my personal test.
Got it.
Donation. Oh, I see.
Now, when you get your blood drawn, sorry for the people if you're just starting your day and we're already going down to the blood stuff.
Trigger warning. Blood draw.
Do you like watching them put a needle into your arm?
Carly's gonna faint.
No.
I can watch a shot go into my arm, but when they're pulling out blood, I have to look away.
Really?
But like I can deal with like knowing that it's happening. It's just looking at it and watching myself leak out into a vial.
Yeah, I guess I don't really care, but yeah, I don't think I'm actively looking. I'll like take a peek and be like, oh, where are we at?
Okay.
What about when they stick it in?
Doesn't bother me.
You're okay to look at them sticking it in?
Uh-huh.
Can't do it.
Oh my God. I don't know. I feel like maybe I've told myself I hate it more than maybe I've never looked, but I just feel like I can't look.
We got to get you that
Can
doctor.
you fix her hair?
What's wrong with my hair?
One of your bangs is like...
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why didn't you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I
You
feel
hate
like she was
women.
gonna see the comments later.
I hate you.
Is that better? It's hard to tell from the
That
angle.
was
I'm a
so
real one.
romantic.
I didn't even notice.
Is it better?
Get
Carly,
yourself a friend like me.
do you need one
Yeah.
of the doctor that like does it with the kid with like the boop, 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 boop,
Oh,
boop,
yeah.
and then he gives him the shot?
Beep-a-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Why can't we do that for
I
us?
know.
I want that for me.
I usually hum and sing, and I tell them, I go, do you mind if I hum and sing right now?
Wait,
They go,
Matt, you would die. I walk in. So I got it done at like Quest, and it was at 8:00 this morning. And I walk into my phlebotomist's room.
Phlebotomist.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Phlebotomy.
Specialize in phlebotomy. What is
Yeah.
that?
Oh, that's someone who goes
Are
around
you
and takes
stupid?
blood.
the act of, it's the
you
act of taking blood out of
stupid?
somebody. It's a phlebotomist.
I never knew that.
And it's
wow.
spelled really
You
weird.
can get like a certification to do it and like work in hospitals if you just like take a couple classes.
I never knew that. Phlebotomy
Yeah.
is blood work.
Big
Yeah,
crossword.
Can you
I
believe
guess I
that
was
I knew
thinking-
something Matt didn't?
Yeah, I know.
Big day,
Right?
everybody. Mark it in your calendars.
Like if you're in the hospital and someone comes in like, oh, I just need a couple blood samples, like
a
that's a
phlebot.
phlebotomist.
Oh, I guess I would think it was like circulatorious or like because it's your
circulatory-
like a respiratory therapist,
Yeah.
circulatory system,
Yeah, you
endocrine
can just like
specialist.
get a degree to
Like,
be a phlebotomist.
I just had
Take
the
a
word
test.
phlebotomy because I think
love
of
it.
lobotomy, but we're just adding a fla in the beginning of it, and the
is it
phlebotomy
PH
is
like
your.
phlegm?
I think so.
Like phlegmotomy?
I'm pretty sure.
Or is it FL? Phlebotomist.
I think it's P.
It's P. It's PH.
It's PH.
Yeah.
Phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist.
Fascinating. Okay, so sorry to veer off.
Oh, but so I
Back
walk
to-
in. So picture this. Hungover.
What'd you do last night?
on,
It's
hold
a
on.
Thursday, on a Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. You
I
damn
was
Catholic.
celebrating God.
Sin.
Oh, is that?
Wait, I saw
the
the
thing that people
funniest
You
put
party on
thing.
Fat Wednesday. You
No,
go to
Fat Tuesday.
Oh, sorry, Fat Tuesday, Ash Wednesday. My badness.
Fat,
Hold on, fell asleep first at Ash Wednesday.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god, it just made me LOL. But then I saw one yesterday that said, I will be partaking in opposite Lent actually, where I indulge in my worst behaviors for 40 days. And you know what? That just inspired me. But I just went out to dinner with TJ and his uncle last night and had a few too many martinis and beverages.
should you be
Giving
consuming
blood?
alcohol hours
It
before?
didn't say.
Yeah, you're fine.
It just said fast after midnight, and that's what I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I walk in, so I'm hungover. I have to be there at 8 a.m. I walk into the phlebotomist's room, and she is just loudly listening. I walk in, I walk in,
Give your
and
blood
Sugar
to
We're
me.
Going Down is playing, and then during my
Sugar We're Going Down?
yeah, and then during my whole blood draw, it was We the Kings came on, Jimmy Eat World, and I was like, I
At
like
8
your-
in the morning.
Too many drums.
yeah.
Can we tone it down?
It was
You're like, are you doing this
so
on
funny.
purpose?
No, I know.
I remember there was a video of Ariana Grande. She's like at a restaurant one time, and I think she was like on Snapchat or something back when like everyone was snapping, and they kept playing her songs like over and over, and she was like dying laughing. She's like, they don't need to be doing this. Like, this is so funny.
Oh my
and
God.
the manager came over to like say, and she was like, you really don't have to be playing my music. And he's like, we're
What are you
not
talking about?
This is just Spotify radio.
No, yeah, he was like, we're not. This is actually like synced up to like all the restaurants in America, and like someone else is doing it, and she was just there.
It's got to be so cool when you're so famous and you are out in public and you do hear the song, but you don't even like think twice that it's like, oh my gosh, my song's playing.
But do you think that happens? Like, I feel like you'd
I don't
always
know.
be
I
like,
feel like if you're Taylor Swift, you're like, yep, of
that,
course
I mean,
it's
yeah,
playing.
Taylor, like
I mean,
Shake It Off playing.
Is Taylor Swift going in public where music is even playing?
I don't know. Probably
chance.
not.
She's not.
She just at Kohl's like,
Yeah, like at Kohl's pushing a cart. Oh, that's great.
nothing in my brain.
I'm just like, on what level of stardom though does that happen to people where they don't even like react if their song is playing, or at least smile and be like, oh hey, my
I
stuff.
think once you're like at that level of fame, you're kind of probably pretentious about it.
Yeah.
Like you're like
I think
looking
Katy
around
Perry
to see who
probably doesn't
notices.
care. Katy Perry's probably like, of course they're playing my music. Why aren't
yeah,
they
like
playing
hot
my music?
and cold or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you do pop music and you get a moment, after you get that moment, then it's like all normal.
Gotcha.
Katy Perry gives the vibe that she'd be like, make an announcement. She'd be
Yes.
like, this is my song. Does
Oh,
anyone want a photo?
true. Yeah, she would.
Anyone
She
want a
finds the
photo?
person at Ralph's. Can I use the megaphone for a second? Just want to let everybody know I am shopping here.
Yeah.
Oh, but I got the blood test done because I want to find out what it says my biological age is. Like my
Oh,
whatever
really?
it's-
That's
yeah.
what you're doing?
Like
Wait,
Brian Johnson shit.
Are doctors like saying that to their patients now, or are you paying for like
No.
a clinic that offers that?
It's called Function Health, and they test your blood for like tons and tons and tons of stuff. And one of them is like, this is what like your age is showing based on your blood.
Okay,
What if the alcohol just threw it?
No, I know.
completely?
That's what I was
The fact that you
thinking.
had alcohol in your system
you're like
might.
a 64-year-old man. He, like drinks
they-
margaritas all day.
But also, like, they could be like, oh, young blood, she parties.
They're just playing Charlie XCX.
So unsure, but I will definitely keep you posted.
Interesting. So it tells you how old your.
Yeah, TJ's was so young,
Oh,
how
really?
old was
like
it?
in his 20s.
Wow.
I know.
That made me feel so good.
I wonder
I
what mine
know.
would be.
I think mine's going to be older.
Why?
I just don't feel young.
My
You know?
on my Aura ring, it says like your heart health, like how mine says like I'm at my age, but minus half a year. I'm like, okay, cool.
so you're
half a
just
year.
like
6
pretty
months
onto
from a heartbeat.
Yeah, I guess so. And I just saw a TikTok of this girl being like, it was a TikTok and it started and the green screen was like her Aura ring stats. And I guess when you're like getting sick, it'll tell you
Yeah.
like things look weird. And she was like,
Oh.
she was like, Aura ring like predicted or like told me I had cancer basically before I knew because
Whoa.
all her, it would say like, usually when people get sick, their Aura ring will be like signs of strain. And like, it'll say your body temp has risen
Yeah.
like this many degrees
It
or
measures
whatever.
your temperature?
Yeah, it's always measuring like your basal body temp and everything.
Basil? What
Yeah,
about-
like your base.
What about rosemary?
Yeah. My friend the other night, she like, her ring was blinking. And I was like, oh, nice. And hers was $25 on the TikTok shop.
Oh, I saw those. Wait, didn't Patricia get one of those?
Yeah, Patricia got one
Does
of
it-
those. She uses it more as like a pedometer
Yeah.
than a
Big word.
full diagnosing.
Yeah. Just
Trying
thing.
to one up me.
I would. The Aura
little
rings
embarrassing.
make them thinner. Might consider it, but I
I will
also
s-
don't need another like piece of jewelry. The Whoop bands, kind of cool. Love the idea of
Well,
it.
slow down.
But it
They
looks.
We
might
might
be a
be doing
sponsor.
Aura Ring as a sponsorship.
Well, can I not? The Whoop bands, it just looks like I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese's or something.
I don't
or
like
it
the
looks
Whoop
like I'm at like a
bands.
water park.
Whoop? Like, why are you called Whoop Band?
It looks just a little silly. It
I
looks,
saw a tweet that said, I don't always whoop, but when I do, there it is. You know that one? Yeah, that song?
Yeah, Whoop.
I do
There
think the
it
Aura
is.
ring is like the prettiest form of
Let me see.
wearing something that tracks stuff.
I will. The one off the TikTok
that's
shop
so
was
light.
It's so much
It's really light.
less bulky.
Okay, yeah, right. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just a little too bulky, and you have to wear that to bed every night.
Yeah, but it's so light.
When do you charge it?
Whenever.
Can
It'll
you put it
tell
on?
me.
And I
Does it matter what finger you put it on?
They say it best measures your first
just give me.
Let's do
I want
pinky.
like a contact
God, I
that
like-
just has all of my
Yeah.
diagnosis.
That's like Black Mirror's shit right there.
Yes, I don't know. Just chip me up, add a little microchip in me, and give me everything.
Look at
I just don't want to wear
My
something to bed.
fingers. So Separate.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I don't
you can
think
always say something.
I don't think silver is your color, Aaron.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
The gold looks really nice. The silver looks like it's not.
I don't think anything's your color, so.
Oh,
Whoa.
yikes! Shots fired.
I don't know. I saw that one on his hand.
today.
It looked okay.
Actually, no. Now the more I'm looking at it, it does actually.
Yeah,
It's growing on me.
backtrack.
It's growing on me a little bit. You because usually wear a lot of gold, so it's a new.
Yeah, I wear a lot of mixed metals. Like I have.
Mixed
Oh.
metals. It's mixed media. It's giving mixed media.
But yeah, anyways, this girl was like, these are all my like biometrics or whatever, and it was just
I just wear it.
yeah, she just stole it from me. It's fine.
Okay.
And
What does it
she
say
went to the
about
doc.
me?
She went to the doctor and she got like tests done, and I believe she had oh my God, what is it called?
Lymphoma.
Yes.
Oh my
She was like-
god!
She was like, I was having night sweats, and then like it was telling me like how, and I've been getting night sweats every fucking night.
So
Oh,
Carly's like, I
no.
have to get one of these.
Now I'm like, no, but I was also on my period, so I feel like it was that.
Oh yeah.
And
I feel like that's when it always happens.
Yeah, and my ring didn't tell me I had like a higher temperature, so I don't think I was actually like burning up. I think we sleep and it's so fucking cold that like I wrap myself up and then I sleep so hard that like it gets hot, but I don't realize because I'm sleeping and then I
Right.
just start sweating. Like I had to like change my shirt. It was like my
God.
shoulder was like soaked. It was weird. Yeah.
Ugh.
How's your friend who has lymphoma though?
What?
No, this is
No,
on
it's a-
TikTok.
No, this is a TikTok.
Oh, my
It's a
bad.
TikTok.
My bad.
Yeah, I think she's good though. I think she's okay now.
What? I don't know. I guess I just didn't catch the beginning of
no,
it.
it's funny.
It's okay.
The concern.
I was like, what? I thought you were talking about a different person, and then I realized that it was the TikTok.
I don't know. There are like friends who like do get like a huge disease like that. It's always like, oh my gosh, but how did you know? Like,
Yeah.
Right? How do you find out?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
'Cause
night
it's, like,
sweats are a
It's
thing.
important. Like, yeah, I had a friend who had like testicular cancer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you know?
That's my
Like,
always what I want to know. Like if someone posts a TikTok or like anything of them having some sort of disease or cancer or something, I'm always like, why did you get checked out? Like what made you?
Yeah, what
get
really
looked at?
tossed it off? That was like,
Yeah.
I have to go in and get
Yeah.
I'm
this
going
looked
to
at.
the dermatologist for the first time because
I had skin cancer nearly a year ago, and I told everybody to get their skin checked, but you decided you didn't want to go do it.
I just did a quick self-examination. I was like, this seems
There's
fine.
nothing that you are like worried about.
No, but I just was like,
The one thing I was worried about wasn't anything. It
Right.
was something I wasn't worried about was what I was concerned about.
yeah, I'm not concerned about anything, but I don't know. It was like one of the million things on my to-do list that I just decided, okay, now I'm going to try it. So I'm going on next
I
Friday
do that too.
to the dermatologist.
Good. Take your shirt off. Let's just do a little look right now.
Honestly, I'm looking great if I took my shirt off.
Oh, easy,
Wow.
Sarah.
Are you getting some
Easy.
Oh.
Abs are taking a little more time, but someone did leave a comment on the last episode that Mike's biceps are popping off, and I'm
Let's
like,
see.
There you go.
I want to
no.
see your
Show 'em.
biceps.
I'm
Show us
specifically
your biceps.
You're doing like a Sam Sulek, like you're just like wearing heavy clothes
Yeah,
and stuff
I'm-
and building the masterpiece underneath.
When
That's
I
what
went
I'm
to
doing.
Joshua Tree, everybody was like, "Damn, Mike, you been working out?"
Mike.
I'm telling you, it feels
No,
good.
but like,
Let me live. This is great.
No,
Why are you
yeah,
laughing at him? Isn't this what you wanted?
funny. No, I know, but like I was just on a trip. And, like, people, it's like I know. No, it's
But I'm keeping it
Speaking
under
of-
wraps until I can bust out and do my big
Yeah.
like
transformation.
the Hulk.
Yeah,
Do that
I-
on the show.
the good influences transformation.
I got a colonoscopy on Monday.
Wow, you're just doing everything. How
Yeah.
was that? Was it your first colonoscopy?
My first ever.
Okay. Did you party before that?
You can't. Well, she kind of
different kind of party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the-
How do you prepare for a colonoscopy? Do you fast or like
You
eat light?
No, you can't eat at all, and you just
For
literally
how long?
the whole day
Before.
So like after midnight on Saturday, it was like no more food.
Okay.
And the colonoscopy was Monday morning. So Sunday, complete fast.
Yeah, it was basically like a religious
Yeah.
religious day.
That's
I was
like
like
Yom
literally
Kippur.
like, how the fuck
Wait, Ramadan?
do the Jews
Is
do
that
it?
But you could drink water.
I could drink water and clear liquids.
Ooh, so tequila.
But I also had to take like a
She's drinking
fuck ton
tequila.
of laxatives.
oh, so you had to poop it all out.
So at noon, I had to take 4 Ducalax, which are just like
Ducalax. That's the name of it is Ducalax? Intentionally?
pretty crazy. D-U-L.
Ducalax.
I don't know how it's spelled, but they're like,
Ducalax.
it's like just like a pill. So I had to take 4 of those, and then at 5 o'clock I had to drink an entire bottle of Miralax.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, I was peeing out my butthole.
Oh boy.
Well, that's the intention. It's like we gotta
You
get
have
this
to clean out.
cleansed
Oh,
out.
okay.
Dude, I sent Carly photos of my colon.
It
Do you
was
guys wanna
very
see?
funny. I was like, "How'd it go?" And the next day, she texts me. She goes like this, and it's like a bunch of pictures of literally it looks like just her butthole.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to keep my money where I can see it. But unfortunately, the traditional big wireless carriers also seem to like keeping my money too. But after years of overpaying for wireless, I finally got fed up with crazy high wireless bills, bogus fees, and quote-unquote free perks that actually cost more in the long run, and switched to Mint Mobile. So Mint Mobile saves me a ton of money. It is so much more affordable, and you could be saving so much compared to the big wireless carriers. So say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages, because Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with your existing contacts. Ditch the overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. If you like money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/influences. That's mintmobile.com/influences. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5GB plan required, equivalent of $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. And now, back to the episode.
Yeah,
That's her
inside my
colon.
body.
Are you going to
But-
post those up on...
OF?
OF.
Yeah.
Want to see I know you've always seen my asshole.
Ew!
She's like, I know you've always seen my asshole, but I'm gonna show you
Yeah,
even
you-
more.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little deeper.
Disgusting.
You want to go deep,
And then it's funny too because I also did an endoscopy, so then they could get like the inside of my
With a whole different,
esophagus.
Yeah, you could be like, this is
pipe.
like a
No,
gay
they used to say, they just wipe it down.
Yeah, it's good. Like, just hosing it down in the sink. Like,
So got pics of both.
okay, but when you did they give
gangbang.
you anything?
What position do you have to go like this for the colonoscopy? Or-
No, that's
you're
when you
on
get
your
your
side.
butt waxed.
You're on
Yeah,
your side.
it was
Oh,
so
okay,
crazy.
okay.
It's really funny. So you're like they roll you into the OR and then they're like, okay, turn.
Roll you in.
On a
Yeah, on a
stretcher.
gurney.
You're like put out.
Oh, you're not awake for this?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
And then you roll to your side, and then they literally put like a gag on your mouth that has a
What?
Yeah. So
Wow.
Like
Go
a
on.
What, you
BDSM?
like swallow your tongue or something, or it's a way of like.
well, because they also put a camera down your throat, so there's like a
Oh.
hole in it, so that your teeth I don't
bite.
think like go
React to it.
go down. So that is the last thing I remember, them strapping the gag on me and being like, ow, this is uncomfortable. And then couldn't tell you a single thing that happened after.
So how long was the entire thing?
I went in at like 10 and was out of there by 11.
Okay. Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you were under.
It's not like full general anesthesia. They like keep giving you sedation.
Okay.
But you don't remember it.
But you were able to like come to pretty reasonably. Like, could you have driven yourself home after it?
No, like you have to get someone to drive
a little like
you.
woozy after.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. How soon were you able to eat post colonoscopy? Immediately, or do you have to like ease back into?
I just wasn't hungry.
Oh.
But then like,
Oh.
I know, yeah.
I'd be like Chick-fil-A.
And then also like my stomach was still queasy from the day before.
Okay.
Oh.
Like I had to
It's
drink
like you were
a
sick, for
fuck
real.
ton- yeah, but then like I would say like the afternoon, I was like hungry, but then I like tried eating, and then I was so full so fast.
Were they like great looking colon, by the way?
No,
We'll
yeah.
get back to you, but it was looking good.
Yeah, the doctor came by and he was like, they had to do a couple biopsies during the endoscopy portion,
Okay.
but he was like, "Oh, your colon is stunning. Like she's a star."
Thanks.
Which is good
Nothing
to know,
to worry
especially
about
like
there.
these
Like
days.
I was freaking the fuck out. Like colon cancer all over my TikTok. Like for the past year, I've just been like, this is it. Like,
Did they get your results back or not yet?
no, I found out on Monday because
Oh,
I
so
have
you're
like
clean.
a little bit of gastritis.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, we just took a biopsy, but like, I am not worried about it.
Ugh.
But I
great
didn't have
news.
any polyps or anything
That's
in my,
great,
in my
Erin.
little colon. So
They're saying that, yeah, you should be getting them younger, right? The
Yeah,
colonoscopies.
because all the food we eat is like terrible. And
Yeah.
Right. I know.
yeah, I think they're like trying to get the age lowered because I think right now it's like 50.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there is like, what you mean? getting the age
So-
lowered in terms of like recommending
Screening.
and saying like
Yeah.
you really need to come in and get it.
Or like insurance
Yeah.
will cover it earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Because
Let's do it.
I think it's 50. They might have lowered it already. But then I think it's like if it's clear or whatever, I think you get it every 10 years.
Okay.
Which to me is like,
It's a long time.
I
How often do you
know.
guys get mammograms?
I've never gotten
I'm 33.
Okay, so
Don't you get them at like 40?
I think
Oh.
so.
But I mean, we probably should be getting them too.
Yeah.
I would
But
assume.
like
One of
when
my-
you go to your gyno,
Yeah,
they give you a breast exam like every year
Okay.
when you do your pap.
honk honk.
yeah. I'm like, you do this at home, right? And I'm like, yeah, totally.
I'm like, my husband does.
Hey.
Yeah. Someone else does it. He probably won't tell me if there's a lump, but
Yeah.
it's just there. I don't know.
I know, it's scary.
I know.
Well, good on you though,
Now I'm like,
and hopefully everything comes back.
I'll do your breast exam in the car.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do the Prenuvo,
What's
Well,
that?
That
Prenuvo?
scares me.
the full MRI body scan.
we all do it.
Like a DEXA scan?
No,
No,
it's
the-
like it's
it's an
not muscle.
MRI.
It's like it tells you like,
Like
anything
everything
that
that's
could be
wrong with you?
Yeah.
I know it kind of freaks me out. Like I don't know if I want to know.
I think that we should be able to get one every year.
I agree. I mean, it's really expensive, right? But
It's
for
not like like you would think it would be. I mean, for me, I'm like, oh, that's like $10,000. It's only I think $2,500. But then so many influencers do. Obviously, that is a lot of money.
well,
but
yeah,
like for
but
what you're getting,
not what I thought
like
it'd be.
a lot of influencers have like codes for like a couple $100 you can get off.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have been
I know,
wanting
but
to do
then
it for
it's like,
years.
and then you have a whole household, then you have kids and stuff, and then you're like, oh gosh, okay, we got to pay for everybody. Like, who's the priority
Totally.
of like, you know, making
Well, I
sure
think the
everything's
company,
good?
like, they want to make it accessible so that, like, people like that
Yeah.
in households can get it every year as a preventative measure. And, like, it detects things as early as stage 1 cancer. So, like,
That
tumors
Whoa.
and everything.
That is
yeah,
so scary, but also it's like,
totally.
I mean, it'd be good to
That's-
know, I guess. But
It'd be funny if there was like a festival and like a cancer festival and it was like stage 1 staged instead of like
Oh my
Coachella, like desert stage.
Yes.
But the stages at the
Oh my
cancer festival is
gosh.
like I'll be at stage 3 at
Oh,
4 p.m.
no.
You should get into stand up.
yeah.
Oh God. What about the people who work for the company that makes the super scanner? Like, what if they're like, I think my girlfriend or my wife has cancer, but like we can't even like afford for her to do the scan. But what if I break in at night and we can do the scan
Well,
and
I'm
just
sure they
make
get
it
a discount.
Yeah, they're like a
diagnose?
friends and family or something. I don't know. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
friends
fine.
and family. So then everyone wants to be friends with that person and just be like, can you get a scan in? Can you book us in? Please, we don't have the money to do it.
Well, I feel like it's
Please."
just like a luxurious thing you can do. Like if you really
right.
think something's wrong, like you go to a
Yeah, I
doctor.
guess you would go to a legit doctor.
I've seen people do, you know, like guys fly to Turkey to get their hair transplanted
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
like way cheaper. I think that they do that for this. I can't remember what country it's in.
I think it was also Turkey. You go and you get every fucking thing done.
saw
and
this
it was
TikTok?
like $800.
yeah,
Huh?
exactly. Yeah.
$800?
Everything.
What
Like
do you mean?
CT scans, MRIs, they do
CAT
all
scan.
your blood.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was
And it's like-
$800.
And the hospital that they do it in looks like
Stunning.
it's like an Apple store.
It's crazy.
And it's like,
and
they don't-
they're like, okay, and they plan the whole day out for you. And then they're like, okay, here's your time. You go get lunch, you come back, we have your results.
Yeah, they have all your results that
Damn.
day. So it's like a tourism thing where you just
Should we do it?
Go to Turkey.
I'd do
$800.
it.
$800.
I'm scared to go to Turkey.
Why not? You go to Israel
But
for
they're
fun. There's bombs going off in the background, but I'm scared to go to Turkey. Like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Turkey is like an actual authoritarian government. Like that guy puts like political opponents in jail, and there's no free press, and it's like an actual. It's like North
Yeah,
Korea.
all of Turkey.
Yeah, it's like It's like flying to North Korea.
And
But
how do
you would
people
go
go
to-
there and get the hair transplants?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, people do it. I just think it's like going to North Korea.
But all you're gonna do is just stay in a hotel and go
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
place
you're
and
not
get
gonna
something
be, like,
done.
going
I don't
to
think I'm
town
gonna
hall
like go to some
meetings.
rallies and shake stuff up.
They have like a really beautiful balloon festival there.
oh yeah, in Turkey.
Hot air balloon.
That
Oh,
one
we
looks
have
really
it in
beautiful.
We did.
You've been in a hot air balloon.
No, that
Oh.
scares
I have.
me.
You have.
but
I
it was
have.
it was tied. Like I wasn't free floating, but it was
Oh,
very
weak,
high.
Weak.
I know. I mean, I would do it if it wasn't
It's
tied.
really fun.
I don't know. I would love to go to a festival and look at all of them and be like,
Me-
woo,
oh,
pretty
same.
picture.
Yeah.
But like getting up
Oh,
in
that's
one.
fun.
No, it's pretty
Floating.
cool because it's silent. You're just like sitting there, floating, and just hope that the wind takes you back.
How funny it would be to do it by yourself.
Hope that the wind takes you back.
That's what they were
crazy.
saying. Yeah, it's pretty low risk.
And they got bags of sand and shit. We're like,
Fire. There's fire.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it's
Not for me, babes.
floating wicker propelled by fire is
What
crazy.
if hot air balloons became safer than flying?
Yeah.
People just start
yeah,
taking hot air balloons.
Uber hot air balloon.
Did you see the
Picture-
flying car?
Which one?
I sent it to Carly the other day, but it's come up a couple more times now. It was like, what's the company?
What, like it's a Uber that flies around?
No, it's like a flying car. The
Made
one,
in China,
Like
probably.
a hovermobile, or like it is a
Like in the
aircraft.
no, it's like a car.
Okay,
It's a car.
so, but it
It
flies.
has with wings.
Yeah.
Okay, for the people listening,
Explain, Matt.
it is a okay. That is a car that is clearly flying. It's getting higher and
Yeah.
higher. That looks
California
like a
ba-
balloon.
It's a
that doesn't
California-
look real. That looks
a-
like it weighs like
5
3
pounds.
pounds. Like that looks like a student came up with this.
It's the Jetsons. Okay, but
It
like,
looks like it's made by
I wanna
air
see.
hogs.
sure, they came up with it, but it's working.
Is there somebody in it?
It looks like there's nobody even in that. It looks like it was like 3D printed, and it's just the shell of a vehicle. Doesn't it look really light?
It does look real. I mean, the fact that it's like wobbling.
But there's
KCAL
no
News.
like, if there was intense, like what's the word?
That was
Air
insane.
combustion like coming out of it, the grass would be moving. It just
Yeah.
looks like it's like
it
floating.
is moving.
How the fuck would they?
Mm.
How would they deal with flying? Imagine flying cars just like became a thing. How like quickly? Well,
That's what they're trying to do.
Well, I'm like, they have to talk to air traffic
Well, yeah,
control
it's like,
people,
how?
and
Oh
then
my
now
God.
they have to, and then you have this shit coming over your house, like so.
No, it, like, can't be.
Dogs would be like,
It's not like, why are we doing that?
I don't know.
Flying
because
cars.
I think it's such a futuristic thing that the generation of engineers always looked up to. Like, one day we'll have flying cars.
We need roads, like for people to,
Right.
for people to.
It's like why we
gonna be
need robots
crashing
is
into
because we think
houses.
that's what we think that the future is that we need these robots
Like the
to
worst
like.
driver
The comments are
knows
really
how
funny.
to drive on a road for the most part. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see them flying a car.
Someone said, can we just get universal health care instead?
Literally.
Someone said,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to exchange information and insurance if we get into an accident mid-air?
Right. So you need to wear a
Literally.
parachute every time you get in the car. In
Yeah.
case you crash, you have to jump out, eject parachute style.
Right.
That is.
I can only imagine the road rage in the sky.
Yeah, that's not going to fly.
Well, technically it is.
Hey.
She's flying.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of like carbon fiber,
Yes.
paper mache.
Looks a little dinky.
Well, have you guys?
All right.
Well, probably
Well-
not because I'm sub to Starbucks on Reddit. But the workers are like so annoyed because apparently their new signs are all made by like AI instead of like real photographers and stuff. They're assuming.
The new signs.
Yeah, I can show you what it looks
Like-
like.
Yeah, I need to see
Yeah.
it.
The
Starbucks?
signage, like their logos
Yeah, it's like the
and
new. It's like
stuff, or
it's
like
one, it's,
the
it's one-
lighting of the sign.
No, it's like a sign. It's like new frappuccino or new cold foam drinks or whatever,
Okay.
and it's like two. I'll show you what they look
I
like.
Do
always
they
comment.
normally make them? I guess I just don't really.
I think they just look jarring to people who work there because they're like, this doesn't look like how they normally look. Like
If I see AI in the internet, I always am like, this is AI garbage. This sucks. Don't do this.
maybe you'll be
I
able
try
to tell.
yeah.
leave my mark on the world, you know?
And people are like, wow,
pass
wait,
that around.
it is AI garbage because this guy commented it.
Yeah, that's AI. This is AI garbage for
Yeah.
sure. That sucks.
Because it's like the drinks, like
Yeah,
the cups aren't the right
Target
size.
has plenty enough money. They have plenty enough money to hire an agency and hire photographers and stuff. Like, what money are they saving by doing this?
That drink sounds good
Give-
as hell.
People
I know.
jobs.
I think-
So
well,
for
some
the
people
people,
also
for the
was like-
people listening, yeah, it's an image of they have lavender lattes, and
It's like the font is very.
yes, it has that kind of like weird warp to like the drinks and stuff where it doesn't
Yeah.
look like they're actual real glasses.
It's just like God. Yeah, I don't know. So that was interesting. But other people are also like it could be someone like took the photo and just used like crazy editing for like AI editing even to make
Oh
it
yeah,
look,
like they add, it was like just in Photoshop and they used like the AI
Yeah.
tools within Photoshop.
yeah.
I saw some guy talking on a podcast. I think it was a comedian. He was like, why is it that AI is like writing poems and doing art and we're stuck doing our laundry and our taxes? Like it should be
The other
the
way.
AI is doing the laundry and the dishes.
Yeah.
And we're like making art and like
That's what
stuff.
the new robots are for.
Savros.
Yeah, AI needs
That's
to
who it
stay
was.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The robots need to stay in the kitchen. Anti-feminism for robots.
They can make our money and we can just
Right.
frolic around
Right.
Yeah.
like we're supposed to be.
I like doing laundry.
Did you guys watch the
I do
Oscars?
too.
No.
You didn't even watch a second
Aaron,
of it?
how could you?
I was
Prepping for your colonoscopy.
Yeah.
She
What
was-
was I watching?
she was
Oh, I was
pissing.
watching Degrassi.
She was pissing poop.
You didn't want to see Conan, a fellow redhead from Boston?
Just like didn't care.
He was very funny.
Oh, he did
was
a great
great.
job. Degrassi, which season? Next Generation?
Yes.
Like the Drake
I started
days?
it like a month ago
Oh,
and
hell
I
yeah.
just started season 8.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, Drake, it's actually really funny. Last season was when he started like rapping in the show.
I'm a
Oh,
same
yeah.
little boy that used to play up on Degrassi and pocket 20,000 to be anywhere they asked me.
Yeah.
Is that what he says on the show?
No, he says it in a
song.
freestyle with Lil Wayne called Ransom. Go on.
Degrassi was the oh my
Aubrey?
god.
I just don't say anything. Don't say any spoilers.
Is Craig cute still? Like I was obsessed with Craig.
Yeah, but he like immediately gave me the ick because he's a loser.
Oh well, I'm sure at the time
boy.
I didn't care about that. Also, I was like, I want to be Ellie. Like,
Oh, I love
she's
her.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes,
I know I can make it
I
through.
have a
Oh,
bone
yeah,
to pick with
yeah,
the Degrassi creators because I love that theme song and it's so fun to like watch. And then I think it was season 7, they stopped the lyrics.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and it
And
was just
then
like the
season 8, they brought it back and it sounds like an AI song. It's so fucking terrible.
How does it go again?
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, but
I
how
know
does
I'll
the new
make
one
it
sound?
through.
No, I know the song, but like
If I hold up,
if I do, like that one.
Yeah.
I
That's
do.
that's the original one.
Oh.
But I think they've gotten rid of the warmth of theme songs from shows from like the 90s and the early 2000s. They used to be so catchy, so wholesome. It
No,
was
yeah, it was a
like
whole song.
You are now joining us and the vibe is here. And now I think that they just realize how much time a theme song takes up and they just want to make it like doon 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 and then
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that. They just shorten it and strip away all of its elements. And it's a damn shame.
I also feel like people don't like have the
It's always-
attention span.
Yeah,
like
people
for I
skip
don't
intro.
either.
They
to be
skip
honest.
intro. No
always
one's
skip
like
intro.
it doesn't like
Especially with this new theme song.
yeah, definitely.
Really got a bone to pick. I don't know why.
You gotta-
Don't ruin a good thing.
You're going to send me like a little video of the song because I
Okay.
definitely know all the songs.
I haven't watched
Degrassi
it
was like my
since.
shit.
It sounds so weird. I was just so pissed on the one where they got rid of the theme song.
It's okay.
Why would they do that?
Back to Oscars. I just wanted to have a Degrassi moment.
Can we? Are we like annoyed that Wicked didn't win anything really
Um.
over like Amelia Perez again?
Well,
Amelia
I
Perez,
think
movie of the
it
year.
won costumes, right?
Yes, but
And
it
it won
didn't
production
win.
design,
Yeah,
right?
but like Ariana or like
What were they nominated for?
Sorry, no. I think
Oh.
they got outbeat by
Amelia Perez.
No,
what?
not Amelia Perez.
Ariana
Like
Grande did a
Honora.
lovely job. Let's just wait until it's like you're acting. I don't think.
I'm doing the
acting.
second one.
Well, I think just like Best Actress,
Yeah.
it's great if you also sing in your role, but that doesn't like define the true what
Gravity.
we're here to do.
it doesn't
Acting.
define gravity.
Yeah, no, it does not define gravity. And I guess there was original song, but like it was
Well,
Wicked
there's
even
no original
included?
songs in
There
Wicked,
isn't.
yeah.
So
I was just surprised that
Who were
like
they up against?
in terms of like what
Like I don't even know what they were
category?
nominated
like
for.
Cynthia was for like actress or whatever with like the girl in Amelia
like
Perez.
best actress.
I think so.
Or supporting maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, it was represented in a lot of categories
Yeah.
throughout it, but they just got beat.
I just kept being like, damn.
But I mean, Dune was is an incredible production, and I think like maybe put in a little bit more innovative work into I don't know the pictures. So they just got beat. They got beat.
The
Yeah.
Amelia Perez won for song, and the
the
woman
sex
who
one.
not that song.
El Mal.
Well, the woman who accepted the speech, like after the speech was wrapping up, she started like making up a new song about Amelia Perez, like
Oh, it wasn't
Amelia
this-
Perez, I love you. And then they started playing the outro music on top of her singing, and she didn't get the hint and just kept. Did you guys remember
saw
that?
that.
Like,
I
you're
thought-
giving
I-
me a beat.
I didn't know she was.
That's exactly what it was
Oh,
like.
giving
I
me
didn't
a
know she
beat.
was making up a new song.
Oh,
I thought
it
was
might have
just
been a song
singing. I thought
from-
she was singing the song that they just
Just
won.
making up a new song. Yeah, obviously,
It felt
I'm
like she
sure
was making
she's
it up.
singing.
It felt like she was
Oh.
making it up. I don't know.
Well,
but
and
then
then- oh, yeah,
the
sorry.
guy from The Brutalist, who literally looks like he hasn't seen the sun
He
ever
looks
in
like
his
an
life.
actual Aaron. He looks like an actual vampire, and Nolan and I were like, I was like, I
Who are we
need
talking?
him.
Adrian Brody?
No, the guy who won
No.
for like production design of The Brutalist or costumes.
He
Oh,
looks
yes, yes.
so
He's wearing like a black like vampire coat,
chiseled cheekbones.
pale white,
pale,
completely
just
bald,
like-
like no eyebrows, completely bald. And then he
I love
gave his
him.
speech, and then he started to they started to play the outro music, and then he sang the last lines. He was like, "And thank you to my friends at the coffee shop," because like making fun of the woman from Amelia Perez, and I was like,
Yeah.
bravo.
He was like, Noel and I were dying watching him. We're
laughing.
like, this guy. And then I saw someone tweeted, was like, was that Nosferatu?
Yeah.
I think Andrew Lowe tweeted that.
Literally, I was like, who? Oh yeah, it was Andrew. Yeah, I was like, oh my
The
god.
nose.
Okay, then I wanted to ask, do we like Adrian Brody's
No.
longest speech in Oscars history?
I don't.
Did
No.
you like it?
He at
Oh,
first I was like,
I know what you're talking about.
It feels like he's going somewhere. And then they started to play the music because he was like 3 minutes into his speech and he wasn't really saying much. And he goes, "Stop the music. I've done this before. I've been here before. I'll wrap it up. Don't worry." And then they stopped the music for him, and then he just kept going.
He just like
For
rambled.
another 2 more minutes. It was 5 minutes and 34 seconds, which
That's
has become like
rude.
the longest one. Yeah, very rude.
It is
And
because it's like this
especially
thing is
your
on a schedule and like yeah, it already
especially
lasts.
your
What did he
fucking long.
win?
Best actor.
for the Brutalist, but he didn't say anything. It was just like,
A lot of pretentious
Did
mumbling.
that win movie of the year for you?
No, it did not. But I knew like
Nora
a couple
won Best
days.
Picture.
Yeah, it did.
I haven't even seen
I just
it.
watched it.
Oh, you
That's
haven't?
because you're prude.
Oh.
Is it about
It's like the
sex?
first like 30 minutes is like softcore porn, pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's a naughty film.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's
Hollywood.
good. It's cool. It was made with $6 million, like
Yeah.
completely indie
Yeah,
film.
independent, yeah.
I'm not mad about the Brutalist losing. I guess it makes sense that
I still need
Nora
to
won.
see it. Do you think it would make sense for us to watch like the first half and then like watch the second half the next day?
No,
No.
you gotta
I mean,
see. You
you
gotta
can if you
God, we
want
gotta start like
to and
6
watch
p.m.
it.
How long is it?
3.5
hours
hours.
Yeah,
Oh, I
3
thought it
hours
was
and
like
45 minutes,
4.
really.
But you
Oh.
could. But if you're watching at home, you don't need to wait 15 minutes for the intermission.
Yeah, you don't.
You could save 15
There's an actual
minutes.
intermission. It's crazy.
And I thought it was cool when I was watching it live. I was like, damn, that's kind of sick. Like telling the music to stop playing because he's like, I've been here before. You could stop the
But
music.
what's crazy is he said that he told them to stop the music when he won back in like 2003 for The Pianist.
Oh, he did the same thing?
Yes, he said stop the music. And also someone did a back-to-back clipping of his speech from when he won, I believe it was in 2003.
Yeah.
And his speech now, and he was saying like the same fucking cliches. Just
Yeah.
like we need to look inwards and try to do better things through the
Right,
meaning
yeah,
of
it's just
art.
nonsense.
Like
I saw
and then
something.
he also said, "Stop! No, cut the music. Just give me this moment." And then he did it again.
And
for
he also,
this.
when he went up there, he spit out his gum and tossed it to his wife.
I
Yes.
saw that.
Yeah.
Awful.
And then it was such a big controversy when he won the first time in 2003 because Halle Berry won Best Actress.
Oh, and they,
Or
like, made
she
out or
gave it- Yeah,
something?
and he
Oh,
kissed her
yeah.
like so aggressively, even though she like had a husband in the audience and stuff. But they did like recreate their
On the
kiss
red carpet.
after he won. So it was like, okay, at least they're.
I saw that and was like, what the
And then, but his wife
Yeah.
is right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actors are fucking weird, man.
People are like, if
So
I
I
was
saw
live-
He's
this
married to Harvey
morning.
Weinstein's ex-wife.
Oh.
Someone said I was unprepared for how ugly Adrian Brody's art is. And then like
His art,
yeah.
like he paints?
Oh, God, that.
Brody Bucks.
Oh,
What?
yikes. He's a little pretentious.
Brody.
Oh
Bucks?
yeah. What is a little bit of a loony.
I always get him confused
Ew.
with Adam Brody.
I know. I always hesitate as I'm like saying their names
I
out loud.
know.
I'm like Adrian.
I'm like, wait. Oh yeah.
Have you
Adam.
ever seen him on Instagram? He posts like reels of himself walking around New York City.
Adrian?
Yeah, he's such a freak. He's like, hey guys, it's me, Adrian. I'm just having a great fucking day here in New York City. And it's just this weird, like, who is this for? He's a freak. Movie was great. But I wanted to see if you guys had any other Oscars thoughts because I thought it was interesting.
I just watched. Speaking of the Oscars, I watched Nora and then we watched Conclave.
Oh, how was it? Did you like it?
I did. It was kind of a chore though to like really pay attention to it because it's like it's a kind of a different language for half of it, and
What
it's just
language?
like Italian and
Or
Spanish
that's why you're like speaking in Latin.
or Latin, yeah. But I think it takes place in Italy, correct?
It takes place at the Vatican, correct?
And that guy's
Oh,
name
yeah.
is Ralph Fiennes, but it's pronounced Ray Fiennes.
Yes, Rafe.
Since when?
Apparently Chelsea Handler and him are dating.
And Ray
Really?
Fiennes?
Yeah, I saw that
Ray
yesterday.
Fiennes
Wait,
and
who's
Chelsea
that?
Handler?
The guy from
I saw it yesterday.
You gotta be kidding me. What an item. Is
That's
that
what
true?
the streets are saying. Let me Google.
He's
Let me
looking at no one.
see.
Is that true? Tell me.
Well, I mean, the Fiennes family is like quite like an
Let's
eclectic, like
see.
sophisticated.
Oh, wait. 29 minutes ago, Chelsea Handler weighs in on romance rumors.
Breaking news.
I like that I can see the reflection in your sunglasses of this girl.
What's Rafe's brother's name? He's in Handmaid's Tale. And he was like in Shakespeare in Love.
She said all that happened between her and the Conclave actor after the award show was they went from one party to another party. She also emphasized that it was not just the two of them, they were with a group of people.
That's not a
She
no.
said, I don't think Ralph is marriage material, and I don't think I'm marriage material. Given that shared trait, she acknowledged that they might be a good pairing in that sense, but still, I don't think either one of us is getting married.
But they're together?
They were seen leaving like the Oscars
People- yeah.
together. So then everyone was like, oh, because I think recently she spoke about like having a new boyfriend or something. And so now I think people are speculating that it might be him.
I love the idea of it, but I don't think that they're that good of a match. Unless
Is that the
Rafe
main guy
Yeah.
in the movie?
Yeah, he's Voldemort.
Um,
Oh.
Ew, is he Voldemort?
Yes.
Yes.
And he's also the bad guy in Schindler's List, right?
No, that's Liam Neeson.
No, that's the good guy in Schindler's List.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
He's the Nazi.
Rafe is in it. Sorry, my bad.
But I saw a TikTok of someone. It was, one of those like fake Snapchat things, and it's like the friend who thought Conclave was going to sweep, and it's like a girl in like one of those hats, and every
yeah.
time a different award was like, "Are you kidding me? Not Conclave."
Yeah, that's what's her name? She's in Smosh. She's so funny.
Oh, you saw the video?
yeah.
Yeah. It's just because like Conclave. I don't know.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my gosh, it is
I should see it.
phenomenal.
I know.
it's like very pretty.
Oh, and it's like it's written like a thriller. It's so interesting, like having like all the cardinals from all across the world come together.
like
and then
politics. They're
the
like-
politics of electing the next pope. It's a bunch of men sitting there competing about who's going to become the most famous man in the world for the next like 20 to 30 years. When you are the pope, you're one of the most like recognized individuals globally.
Young Pope.
And so all of those egos coming together, people like arguing on why they think that they're worth it. Some people who've set up like scandals with other popes and just stuff within the Vatican to get their own advantage.
It's good.
Maybe I'll watch it.
I feel like
Oh
you'd like
my
it.
gosh, Mike, it's phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
really good. And you have like Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, incredible performances all across the board.
Do they blast cigs?
Oh yeah.
They
They do.
smoke cigs.
Hell yeah.
There's like a pope that vapes the whole time. It's
vaping
crazy.
Pope?
Yeah.
What?
A vaping Pope?
Yeah, because you can't like smoke indoors anymore in the Vatican.
I didn't
can
picture
vape,
that it was
though.
taking place like in modern day. I thought it'd be like in the 1500s or something.
Young
No,
Pope.
it's
No, it's like
modern day.
day.
And what's wild right now that it's like kind of happening
Right,
right,
because
now.
the new pope, the current pope has cancer, right?
Yeah, like
No, I thought he had pneumonia.
it's
pneumonia.
pneumonia like in his lungs. Like it's really, really bad. I don't think it's cancer.
Sorry, I'm not a doctor. Jeez.
Misinformation.
It's crazy that when you're like those what are they, like pastors, I guess, or
Cardinals?
Bishops or
yeah, cardinals,
Yeah.
I guess. Like if you're like you really only have one pope in your lifetime or two, and that's really it.
It's like a
We've
Supreme
gone
Court
through
justice.
3 so far.
Oh, okay.
But
'Cause
isn't
it was
the one right
Pope
now
John
good?
Pope John Paul II, and then it was Pope Benedict, and then Pope Benedict came
Retired.
retired.
Because they get not elected, but like they're kind of old
They're
already.
in it for life until they die,
Yeah.
unless they mentally cannot like complete the job, and that's what happened to Benedict. And then it was Francis, and Francis is sick. So
Gotcha.
Well, isn't he good?
The new one?
Oh, yeah. I
think
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw
he
like,
invites
oh, this is like
comedians and-
bad.
Yeah, he wrote to like I think
he believes
to
in
America. He
LGBTQ
was like
rights,
he was
like
like this
all
is
of
the
these good
worst
things.
administration.
Yeah.
Like you guys need to figure it out.
He's also the first pope to say like gay people are going to heaven.
Which was also like a like
Icon.
kind of part of that movie too. It was like that. Yeah, there are some people
yeah.
who want like
Yes.
equality for everyone.
And and that's where like a lot of people right now are talking about who is going to be like the next pope, and there's so much controversy.
Jude
Like,
Law.
you don't want like an American pope
Young
or
pope.
or
Young
whatever. Sometimes people want like a certain country or like a certain region
Let's
of
get a
the world.
hot pope.
A hot pope?
hot young pope.
Hot pope.
Hot
Can you
young pope
imagine?
that blasts cigs.
Blasting cigs.
Just in a
Wait, what's
uniform.
blasting cigs? Is that a thing?
It's from the young pope. I think it was a Brandon Wardell tweet or something, but he was like just blasting cigs.
Oh yeah, because the young pope that Jude Law show, he's like always smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette or something.
I saw after a Nora one, there was a lot of sigfluencers posts of people who were like just posting her if she smokes in the movie.
Yeah.
There's a big Sigfluencer account where people like to post people.
Sigfluencer.
Yeah, I saw like 8 people post it after she won for Honora.
Sigfluencer.
So that woman won Best Actress too, right?
Yes, Mikey Madison.
So like the way when I see like these people win these Oscars, I'm like, their paychecks just doubled overnight for the rest of their career.
Well,
I
yeah,
love
they'll-
that name for a girl.
Like-
Mikey.
It's
That's
cute.
so cute.
My
Mikey
cousin's
Madison.
name, Mikey.
She's Jewish, Mike.
I know, I looked it up. Her real name is like Michelle like Rosberg or something, but she goes by Mikey Madison.
I love that, Mikey.
It's really cool when you finally, even when you're nominated, anytime like in a trailer or something, it's always like an Academy Award winner, this
Yeah.
actress, or Academy nominated this person. You earn this like title to your name now in show
Like a
business.
doctorate.
Yeah.
Yes, which is pretty cool. once you
Wasn't
get
Cynthia, if she won, she would be an EGOT
Yes, I
right?
believe so.
if she were to win, but that sucks.
I know.
Imagine being so close.
She'll get it.
Well, look
She'll-
at two.
I don't think.
yeah.
Ooh,
What?
I don't think Cynthia Eriva's that good of an actress.
Really? I feel like you
Is
said
that a
that
bold
before.
take? I just think she's like, I think she's very talented. She can sing. She's a great stage actress. There's something I just don't buy.
You want to see her in like a real dramatic role.
I mean, she played Harriet Tubman and she was very
Oh.
good, but her delivery sometimes I'm like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Or when you see these like actors now who have like lip filler and stuff and they're in the 1800s, you've seen this thing that people talk about.
Oh yeah, they just have like modern face
With
and
just like
Just like puffy.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Your Honor, I am here to like you just can't, it's a little much.
It's funny. We watched Napoleon. It was like halfway through, and I was like, he's the only guy without an accent. And I guess like Joaquin Phoenix was like, I'm just not gonna do an accent. Just very
Nice.
funny. It's like in France and stuff.
Well, I thought Conan did great. Although it felt like
Conan was great.
it felt like the
hilarious.
audience in the room was like not vibing with it for the first few minutes. That's was the vibe I got. It was like
I think everybody's always just a little like stiff or nervous because usually in the beginning it's always like roast being targeted
Yeah.
towards everyone in the audience and stuff.
What did
yeah.
he? I saw one on Twitter that made me laugh when he had like the fire guys.
Oh,
yeah,
he
that
had,
was funny.
Like the fire department roast like the nominees, which
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
That was a good bit.
Yeah, I like that because I was like, I feel like at all these other award shows, they just like come on stage and clap and then leave. And I was like,
Right.
I like that they did something and they actually had humor about it. Like they were good at delivering the lines because Conan was like, we wrote jokes, but I think they should be able to say them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was about the bravery. Like I'm not brave enough to say these jokes, but these guys are. That was a
Yeah.
nice way to like
Yeah.
tie it in.
Yeah. I
And
like
Ben
that a
Stiller's
lot.
thing was also really funny. With
Brilliant. I
Yeah.
mean, Ben Stiller always goes like above and beyond with his when he presents at the Oscars.
Did you know that Harry Met Sally was gonna?
No, I
That
didn't.
was a surprise?
I
That's so
didn't,
funny.
and I was wearing a When Harry Met Sally's sweater because I was like, I want to wear like a movie while I'm watching this, and I,
thought you put it on to like
I
take a
did have
picture.
a weird feeling that there would maybe be like a follow up to like the Mayo commercial that they've been doing a lot.
Hellman's?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
They did
that
like
sounds so good right now.
Sydney Sweeney's in the whole commercial and stuff. It was a big Super Bowl, I think,
I
ad
love
maybe.
mayonnaise.
Aaron just
Do
went
you
over
like
it.
mayo?
It sounds
You know what
so
I bought recently and I haven't tried it? Duke's mayonnaise.
Ooh.
good. Duke-Alex.
Duke Alex.
Yeah.
Toby,
Duke-Alex
shout out
mayonnaise.
to Toby Stevens. She loves
Sent
Duke
it?
mayonnaise, and she has like a Duke mayonnaise tattoo. And I saw it when I
wow.
was buying mayonnaise, and I'm like,
Where did you buy it? Like, did you have to get it shipped?
Amazon Fresh.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know we
You
had
know
it
what?
here.
And I have probably had it in the past, but I haven't
I'm
had a moment
sure.
of me like going, "This is Duke's. I'm putting Duke's on. Let's
Maybe
enjoy
you can
the
bring
Dukes."
it to the next.
What?
You lost a nail.
No, a diamond.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
On your
the floor?
ring?
Yeah, my ring.
Oh my God. Wait, what do you mean? Like it's gone?
Yeah, it fell out.
Oh no.
Just now, you think
No, I don't know.
they stole it from you while you were
Diamonds
getting your
are
colonoscopy?
Wow, maybe.
Did you?
Gotta go get a colonoscopy now.
Did you make a
Bedazzled.
wish?
Oh no. Oh,
Let me see.
can't believe you have to get me a new ring, TJ.
Oh boy.
It's just this little band.
Patricia and I went out to dinner with Patricia and her parents last night, and Patricia is like, mom had this like big fancy ring and let Patricia try it on in the car, and then we like pull into the parking garage or whatever, like, all right, get out, and Patricia like moved her hand and then the ring fell in the car. And we're like, so we're like, get out of the car, and the girls are taking forever. We're like, what's going on? They go,
no.
we dropped the ring in the car. And I'm
Oh,
like, you gotta be kidding me. And so we start like, well, then we're like, well, the reservation's like right now, so we're gonna go up. And then they finally come up 15 minutes later. I'm like, did you find the ring? They go, we haven't. And I'm like, And then I'm thinking, like, is this ring now like going to be deep to the crevices of my car where I'm gonna have to like pay to get this whole thing torn up and find this damn ring? And
You need a metal detector.
then we're like, okay, well, at least we know where it is. I know, right? I'm thinking a metal detector, but the whole car is metal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no
it's
way
not
of
bad.
like, finding this thing. And then we go back down and we start looking around the car again. And then I'm like, look in your bag. Like, did it may have
fall?
entered a different thing? She goes, oh, yeah, good point. Looks into like one of her side pouches and finds
Right
it.
Oh,
there.
thank God.
So-
Phew.
You know.
Thank God. That's so scary. I think my mom, when she like never wears her wedding ring. She like wears a fake one for some reason, but she was wearing her wedding ring like when I was little, and she was, I think, throwing trash out, and she just realized that the whole diamond just had been like was gone. Like there was just like a ring with no diamond. And she was like, "Oh my God!" And I think she ended up finding it like in the trash or something.
Ugh.
I think.
Oh, thank
if
gosh
I
you
remember
found it in the trash.
Yeah.
Mariah had a crazy story about her mom losing her wedding ring. You know, loves to clean around the house and stuff. One day has lost her wedding ring, can't find it. Couldn't find it, I think, for maybe about a year. And then one day was cleaning around the house with the spray bottle and was like about to fill it up, and then heard like something thunk in it. Was like, what is in this spray bottle? Opens it up, and in it was
In the
her wedding
bottle?
ring, because she had like cleaned something out in it or like
it
fixed the
just got
nozzle,
caught in
and
the
it
direct hole.
slipped into the spray bottle and was just sitting inside
That's
the spray
the most
bottle.
random thing that
There's
could
a
happen.
famous picture also of like a woman who was gardening and lost her ring. Have you seen this
Oh,
picture?
yes.
And then it turned out that she was like planting a garden, and then like whatever, a year later, a carrot grew out of the ground, and around the carrot was the
the ring.
diamond
Oh
ring.
yes, I've seen this,
It's
and
like-
that's real.
I mean,
course it
I
is.
don't
Got
know.
it.
That's like something I feel like gets spread around on Facebook, where it's
Yeah,
like, can
I
you
agree.
believe that the carrot grew
I
around
believe
the
it.
ring?
I believe
don't.
it.
I'm so out of it right now that I thought you were going to say like a diamond tree started to grow.
A diamond tree.
And I was like,
wish.
tell me more.
It looks. I've seen this.
13 years later, look. I feel like this is real.
I think it's real too.
That's
I do think it's
fucking
real.
nuts.
I would be like, this ring has so much more meaning now.
That's just such a crazy story.
I would
like
love to find
invite
something.
them to like Buckingham Palace. Come meet the king. That is a wild story where I
Buckingham
feel like
Palace.
you need to be on every news show.
Red table talk.
I think it was on the news.
Red Table Talk. So you tell me that you found that
Call her
ring and that
daddy.
carrot.
Okay, this lady,
Joe
she looks so
Rogan.
sweet.
Yeah, Joe
I know
Rogan.
it's real.
So you pull it up, Jamie.
He's like,
But it looks too.
I think it might be real.
Also, like the idea of like a carrot and like diamonds, like, oh, how many carrots?
Totally.
Like the jokes write themselves.
Oh my God, you're right. I think it's
Yeah.
real. It's got to be real.
yeah.
I would love to get a metal detector.
Me too. I love
I
metal
think that's
detecting.
such a fun hobby. Every time I'm at the beach, I'm like, you get your steps in and you're hunting for
I
treasure.
will do that with you. My brother has them, and so when we would like one time we went to Omaha like years ago, and we were just metal detecting at this like cabin we were at for like hours.
Find anything cool?
No, but it's fun because you're like, ooh, what is it? And then you dig it up, and it's like a little
You
something.
know, you can like hire treasure hunters.
Yeah.
Like, what? Something silly?
There's also
It's just an
splooging.
insane sentence. You can hire treasure hunters. You know that, right? Like,
I hired a treasure owner.
True. Like if you lose your ring out like in your backyard,
Yeah.
you hire
Oh.
someone to come with a metal detector, and it's
I
so
wanna do that.
interesting the rates that they offer, because it will be like, you can pay me $20 an hour and I'll do that, and you get to keep it, or
Right.
I'll do it for free and you give me a reward after.
If I
for
find it, I
thinking
get
if I find
10%.
it. So you don't have to worry about how long it's going to take. I just want to go hunt for it, but tip me
I would
whatever you
love
want.
to do that.
It's but yeah, Patricia's uncle, he was out on their farm or whatever, and was like on his phone, and he felt the ring fall off his finger out in the middle of like a pasture, and spent forever looking for it. And he's like, I'm fucked. I cannot find this. There's no way I can find this. And then hired one of the treasure hunter to come out. But luckily the person found it, I think, like within 30 minutes. He was like, I think it happened here. So just look in this area.
Damn.
And sure
is it
enough,
just a metal detector?
yeah, just beep, beep, beep.
I wonder if you
beep,
could
beep,
rent
beep,
one
beep,
from the
beep.
library.
I think you can get one.
library?
You can get one on Amazon for like $50.
The library's so funny, but like maybe.
I feel like that's something you can rent from a library.
Yeah, but you can buy
A
one for.
metal detector?
You can rent like power tools. You can rent a lawnmower.
Really?
You can rent instruments from the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, libraries are
They've
sick.
got it. Good over there.
Lawnmowers? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
And power tools. I think you can rent like a grill.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Get your library cards, folks.
I have one.
You have a library card?
Yeah, I got one for the Libby app. on my Kindle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
also free audiobooks.
I just think it's ridiculous having
And they
a
have
virtual queue for a
Right,
book.
for an
I really
audiobook.
don't.
I don't get that either. I'm like,
I
what do you
go,
mean there's
it's
1,000 people
It's a
waiting?
fucking file.
I
It's
know.
like share the fucking file for the people who have it.
I
Why am I
know.
waiting in line for 50 people to read a document?
I don't understand that either.
That's a little
the
silly.
tea.
But it is
What?
fun. They
That's
have
the
like
tea.
like DVDs and stuff. Sometimes Nolan and I will go and pretend it's like Blockbuster. We'll pick out a movie for the night.
That's
Oh, you go
fun.
into the library?
Like sometimes, not all the time.
I do have one bone to pick with the library. They ran out of fucking glasses during the last eclipse, and I
Oh,
went
yeah,
like
I
right when they
remember.
opened, and
How
it was
dare
just
they.
it was so upsetting.
They also have a cart in the front that's like free books. And so Nolan's found like the first edition of like the craziest, but like they resell for like $800 or something.
yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck? Like this is just on the free bookshelf.
I love those
interesting.
free libraries when you're walking around.
So cute.
Yeah.
A little,
me too.
Never a good book in there.
But
Though.
I know it's always
Yeah.
Windows 95 for dummies.
I put some good books in there.
And then it's always like 50 Shades of Grey, Windows
Yeah,
95 for
mine.
dummies, and like a Bill O'Reilly book. And you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
here we-
always-
it's
yeah.
just it's junk. There's nothing anything.
They're
Yeah.
like,
I want
yeah.
to put one in front of my house. I feel
You
like it's a
should.
good like
Yeah, you should. That would be fun.
tactic to get free books.
Maybe.
You just go and take them all every night.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's a good Eagle Scout project.
What's that?
Like if you're an Eagle Scout,
Oh, like build
Like
a
Boy
little
Scout?
book,
a free
at home.
library. It seems like a good community service project
Oh,
for
yeah.
like a
It's
kid
cute.
to like do a
Paint
project.
it.
Yeah.
Have they finished the landscaping across the street?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
they
just
did.
looks like that.
It looks terrible.
It's just done.
I was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
He
like,
was
it's a
walking
heap
over
of-
with some plants the other day, and I was like, "What now?"
No,
like
it's just metal, like wires.
it's
and
so fucking
sensors.
ugly.
Yeah, oh, for the people to give them context, that
Yeah, sorry.
this was like a while back where your neighbors were building this huge
Just, like,
heap mound
rocks.
as like a way to like I think create a barrier between like their house and the street, and it just
But if
It's
you park
horrific.
on the street and there's a passenger opening their door, they're gonna
There's
hit the rock.
giant
yeah,
rocks.
just straight
It's
into
crazy.
just a
I
mulch
was like-
mound.
I
Yeah.
wanted to I was like, can I I feel like it's a public safety issue.
Complain to the city.
Yeah.
I'm getting the city involved now with my EV charging
Oh
situation.
yeah. What's the update?
I emailed my local councilman, and they were like, "We're actually not your representative. Here's the representative." And then I emailed the other representative, and they got back to me instantly. They're like, "I'm looping in someone else from the
my
team.
God.
We'll be on it right with you, and I'm hoping to get some feedback today."
Hell
So you
yeah.
didn't hear any more from the
They keep just they're,
Fucking you around.
They're lying to me. Like it's the last email that I got yesterday was, let's see here. This has been 5 months since I moved in.
That's so annoying that they have them too, and they're just
Oh,
not turned
no.
on.
Have we given context to this?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have.
Oh man, I wrote an email last night that I did not mean to send.
Oh, care
like
to share?
fuck you,
But I guess
fucking
I sent
bitch.
it. Basically, they said, "We've escalated this to multiple departments. We're waiting to hear back as to who's in charge of handling the EV concerns. I have escalated this matter and will continue to escalate until I have an answer for you."
What did you say?
Well, so I wrote this last night and I was fucking heated.
Fuck you.
And I didn't mean to send this, but I just checked my fucking outbox and I sent it.
Oh, God.
I said, "This is not an acceptable answer. It has been 5 months since I moved in and 1 month since you confirmed that the person who oversees the EV chargers that they have been installed and working. I've now been in contact with the city, council members Nazarian and Rahman, LAHD, and other parties who will now be assisting me in ensuring this matter is resolved in a timely manner. Hopefully, you're able to find out who is responsible so this can be resolved this
That's
week."
fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine
Yeah,
too.
that's a. What if they go? This is not unacceptable. This
Yeah.
is an unacceptable.
Well, I didn't want to. I feel like it's a little
Laying
bit
down
of
the
a
law.
bluff because I don't actually have the city on my side just
Good.
yet.
It's
But
a
It's
threat.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
a loaded threat.
yeah, we
yeah.
love a threat.
Um,
It's
I,
all. Oh,
wait.
I was gonna say how annoying it is to have an EV without a charger at
It's
home.
so
like the fact that
insane.
you have them but they're not turned on would be the most frustrating thing.
thank you for validating me.
No, of course.
Yeah.
It's like because like when you have one, the good thing about having it at home is like, oh, I can just plug it in every night and like I never have to worry about it.
Right.
But you have to go like find a charger somewhere.
Yeah,
and,
it'd be like if there's a gas station that's 15 minutes away and it takes an hour to charge your car.
Yeah.
And you have to do it every, week.
or you have one in your garage. that
Right,
just-
or you have a free one in your garage that just doesn't fucking pump
Yeah.
gas, and these lazy motherfuckers are
and
just
people
not
won't turn
doing
on
their.
the oil.
I got
the
summoned
petrol.
for jury duty again.
Oh my god, congrats.
But like first time I got summoned, I feel 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. But it was something where it's like you've been summoned, but check this website every day
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Maybe it was still like weird COVID times, or that wasn't
No,
like
that's
It's still like
that's
that.
what it does.
oh right.
Yeah.
This one was like, no, this letter I
You're
got
in?
was like, I have to show up at a place or be ready for available the entire week to show up to a place, not check this online thing.
So every day you have to go in?
No. No, but it was like, clear your schedule for this week leading up to it, and we will notify you which day coming up on this week to be there. I believe that's what it was. I read it and I go, this seems a lot more intense than my first go. And I postponed it.
Yeah.
I
Nice
postponed
window.
it. I said,
Hell yeah.
I'm traveling and I have work. I want it, but you have to give them another week in the future and go, I have nothing on my schedule for this week. I want it to be that. And it got approved. But I was a little like, get me back up. I want to get in. I kind of want to be on the jury, but then I don't.
It's a little scary that like people's lives are hanging in the balance of a bunch of people that couldn't get out of jury duty. Like the people that are on juries are people that
Yeah, that's
couldn't
true.
figure out how to get out of
Mostly
jury
don't
duty.
Well,
Maybe
maybe
there.
they want to do it.
Yeah.
But who has got the time?
If someone who's
Like if you're retired
and it's just like giving back to the community.
So it's some
or if
old
I had a
person?
job, if I had a job that was a 9 to 5 and I actually hated
Hated
it,
it.
I'd be like, this is like
True.
I'm saying it's not fun, but it's an
Yeah.
alternative way to like pass
Or
the time.
any job, like retail or anything. You'd be like, sorry, I can't work today. I got
Yeah.
jury duty. Like, they have to legally give you that day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend served on a jury for 2 weeks, murder trial.
Oh my God.
That's like cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's, I mean, not cool that someone murdered, but
Sometimes I'd be like, I can't believe I'm about to be on the most like iconic case of all time. Like you're on like the Casey Anthony jury.
iconic
yeah.
the whole time.
O.J. Simpson.
You're just like, oh my, yes.
I got to say something crazy to get in the Hulu documentary. Like you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we did not. We could not come up with a decision.
Did you see they're doing a jury duty season 2?
Yes, I knew that they have been making one. But
What is it
and
again?
all my friends who work on jury duty, I was asking them like, well, it's not going to be jury duty, and they're like, no, we can't do that again.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it this? Is it it? They're like, I can't say.
They
it.
already
says.
put it out.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it says now.
But this was like a year and a half ago.
God, I'm having so much anxiety now. I can't believe I sent that email.
Oh, who cares?
Why?
I feel like
Why?
it's good.
What's
It's
gonna
good.
happen?
bad.
Because I didn't.
Darn.
I'm. It's like kind of a. I mean, they
What
responded
are they
to
going
me.
to fact check? They
I
don't know
mean,
what the
yeah.
fuck is going on. That lady's got
true.
her
They're
head
just
up
going to be
her
like, we
ass.
just need to turn it on. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think about hiring a lawyer. That's what I think is like the big.
Well,
that'll scare them.
That's like a good little. That was a good email.
Okay, thank you.
You need to put
Sorry.
your foot down. You've been dealing with it for 5 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Could have a ChatGPT lawyer.
I did use ChatGPT to help me with this. I was like, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Write this normally for me, and then it did.
Apparently, ChatGPT is very unethical
Yeah.
Is it?
And you guys all use it.
because it takes up so much water.
Oh, bullshit.
See, I know. I was thinking
Bullshit.
about this, and everybody told me, so I stopped
Okay.
using ChatGPT for about a month.
No.
And then
Okay,
I've
well,
heard
what's-
some counter arguments where I go, that is so much like baloney
It
about
takes
the
a gallon of
thing.
water to grow a single almond.
Yes,
Like, fuck.
it's-
Almond.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
call it? An
I'm just-
almond?
Almond.
Almond?
Almond.
Wait, almond.
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 Wait, no, it's
Almond.
weird.
I think
You
it's
don't
your
say
like,
the L.
Jersey accent.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
it's an
Almond.
almond.
Wait, say
No, it's
it.
an almond.
Say it.
Almond?
Almond.
Like an almond?
Almond.
A-M-E-N-D?
You're not almond.
Almond.
Gotta go get an almond.
Almond mom.
almond.
Almond mom.
Yeah, you're an almond mom.
It's, okay, the idea of the term carbon footprint was created by BP Oil to make people and individuals feel
Yes.
that they are more responsible for
Why
climate
don't you
change.
ask
Corporations.
ChatGPT if ChatGPT is bad?
Hey, they're using water.
Ask them.
BRB.
It's going to give the most like AI
New phone,
response.
who
Yeah.
dis?
Okay, so it doesn't.
Well, no, it uses water.
It does
but, like,
use water.
Everything uses water.
But
Everything
yeah.
compared
uses
to
like the oil and gas industry, or just like fossil fuels, agriculture at large, like big pharma, all these other like we are as individuals should not be responsible for climate change and global warming.
Yeah.
Your brother made a great video about that, by the way. Did you see it?
yeah, my brother's phenomenal.
About
Follow my
ChatGPT?
brother
He's
on
funny.
TikTok.
I was
He's-
laughing at his like golf. He was like, "Do you think Elon and Trump have golf together?" Because there's no way Elon is a good golfer, and I think Trump would really disrespect that.
It
Yes.
says, okay, this is what AI Google says. ChatGPT is considered to have a significant negative impact on the environment due to its high energy consumption during training and operation, with estimates suggesting a single ChatGPT can use up to 10 times more electricity than a standard Google search, leading to substantial carbon emissions and a large water footprint associated with data center cooling operations. While individual usage might not seem impactful, widespread use of such AI models raises significant environmental concerns. So I think like maybe you're wrong.
Yeah, I think you might be wrong.
It's okay, it does take more electricity and power, whatever, than a standard Google search. Sure. But does that mean like it's unethical to use it? Like,
right. I'm not using it to ask me what the weather, or ask it what
That's
the
what people
weather
are
is.
doing though. They're like,
but people do, like, they'll ask like 10 times a day. But honestly,
That you
Google,
could just
10 times a
Google.
day. No, I'll use it like once a day for like
Yeah.
one thing.
Well, you're using 10 times more electricity.
I'll
It
try
says-
to
you know
be
what?
better.
Here's what
but
I'll
I
say.
don't.
It takes 10 fucking Googles to get any answer these days because Google fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't. I got this in 2 seconds.
yeah, because it's AI and it probably used all the electricity.
yeah, exactly.
It's funny because when you Google, an AI answer comes up. So it's like, well, what's the difference?
I think this is also just propaganda from Google to say stop using ChatGPT. You should just use our service
Probably.
A
instead.
ChatGPT search uses 500 milliliters of water. ChatGPT as a whole emits as much as 20,000 U.S. households per day. It uses as much water as 200 Olympic swimming pools worth of water each day.
Right. And how much does it take to grow a fucking almond?
So
Did
funny.
you have to fart?
Oh,
it.
no,
So
Matt. No,
fart,
please
fart,
don't.
fart,
No,
fart,
no, no, no.
Put the mic on your
we're
butt.
in a workplace right now. Like, this is
Oh,
not, we're not in the
please.
privacy of our own home.
How
I
many-
have
how
to
much water
respect-
for
this
one
is like, I
almond?
don't own this chair. Like, I'm not disrespecting.
They were doing porn on our old chairs in the
Yeah.
other studio.
Did you
How
guys?
much water does it take to make an almond? What are you saying?
Yeah, I think it's a gallon of water per.
Okay,
Hey,
No, Emma
I'm
makes
not-
almond
okay.
milk, and it's like a ton of almonds and just like a little thing.
1.1 gallons of water to grow a single almond.
Okay, there you fucking go. So all you
Boom.
almond milk drinking motherfuckers, that is way fucking worse than a ChatGPT search.
Actually,
You know how much a milliliter, 500 milliliters of water is for a ChatGPT search? It's like nothing.
yeah, no, I don't know that.
I'm saying this is a lot of this is propaganda, and I feel like
I'm
it's
just going to
impossible.
start saying that about everything
Oh,
that
it's
has
a-
a factual data. I'm going to say that's propaganda.
It is. It's fun to say.
That's what Republicans do.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah,
propaganda.
you're a Republican.
You're wrong. You're
I
just
am
wrong because you're
certainly
just wrong.
not a Republican. Have you seen my close friend story? Anyway,
Have y'all seen Casey Anthony is like on TikTok?
I think she's gone
Whoa.
now.
She's
oh,
gone
really?
already?
Yeah.
Oh, she just got scared away?
I
Or
guess.
do you
I
think
saw it
so
this
many people
morning.
probably reported the account and were just like,
Maybe.
we do not want to see this person
Or
at
she was
all.
like, I thought I'd get a better audience.
It's just wild
acceptance.
right out of the gate. She's introducing herself as like,
I'm
I'm
gonna be a
Casey
lawyer."
Anthony. I'm legal advocate. I've been in the legal space for about 11 years. Not once, hi, I'm Casey Anthony. My daughter Kaylee Anthony was murdered and we still have not found the killer and I want
Hint, hint,
justice to
wink,
be
wink.
served. She doesn't even acknowledge that stuff. It just
It's weird.
screams that like, you murdered your baby.
Yeah.
have there been documentaries about her?
Oh yeah.
Tons.
Oh.
Did anyone start watching the Ruby Frankie doc?
No, but
binge the
I'm
whole
about
thing
to.
in one sitting. I have been following the Ruby Frankie stuff since day fucking one.
And-
I was watching 8 Passengers. And
Is the
You would watch 8 Passengers?
yes,
Oh, yeah, he used to talk about 'em all the time.
Oh, all the time. And the day
Why
they got
are you
arrested,
watching
I
family
could not
vloggers?
believe. I could not believe. I was like, this is actually happening. I
our
can't
biggest
believe it.
fan.
They're locking these women up because
Wait, I'm dead that you would watch family YouTube
because I thought she was.
vloggers.
I would watch. No.
He would do
I
it because
watch-
he's like cringy.
I would watch Ruby
remember.
Frankie because I did not like how she would discipline her kids.
Yeah.
I found her to be a neurotic narcissist.
You were right.
And
Yeah, she's weird.
oh man,
Is it a
was-
good doc to watch? Like
Yes,
interesting?
because
we
they
watched
have,
the first episode and like right off the bat you're like evil.
because they have like access to like all their SD cards and like all the outtakes
Oh
and everything.
my
So
God.
Someone
God,
said I saw
footage.
on like Twitter, I think, or like someone commented because they have so much uncut footage of her like being a fucking bitch, and someone was saying that she had like a folder that was of all of the moments that she would do things like that to her kids.
oh, so she would like
So they were like it was easy to access.
to find them. Yeah,
so
I
she
was
made
surprised.
a folder of it?
I was surprised how
She probably
much
got off on it.
of the cringe stuff for someone who's like a vlogger. You know, you film so much, and then at the end, if you edit the vlogs, a lot of times people just like delete
Yeah.
all this stuff that doesn't serve you because it's just a huge amount of data to keep onto. I'm surprised how much they still had on deck. And to give people context, because I don't think like we've established it, or Ruby Frankie was
yeah.
a mom family vlogger in Utah, very popular from like 2010 to about 2016, 2017. Mormon mom, 6 kids, and she would just a little neurotic and very harsh about how she would discipline her kids. And came under a bunch of scrutiny, and finally recently was arrested along with another woman who had a
Jody Hildebrand.
how would you say it? Like an emotional family support group society thing. And they were accused of child abuse, basically.
Was she doing like influencer content, you're saying, or just
Ruby Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTuber.
Yeah, she's like a blogger,
Oh.
like family blogger. Yeah.
Family vlog
Are those
channels.
vlogs still up?
I
I
doubt.
have no idea.
No, I don't think so. But if by us talking about it, and if you search on TikTok, clips from all of them will come up. And their daughter Sherry Frankie has already like put out a book and stuff, and Chad.
Those poor kids.
I know those poor kids. It seems
have
like
a-
they're doing. I don't know. I don't want to say that they're doing well, but they're having a good sense of finding purpose and like coping with it.
So I only watched the first episode so far. They like blur the other kids' faces out. Do they
Yes.
just not want to be involved?
I think because they are still minors
Underage,
and they
okay.
are the true subjects of the abuse that happened in the case, the ones where they were making them walk out in the hot sun, shackling them, duct taping like their arms and their legs and stuff.
So sad.
They have to like I think it's better just like respect their identities because they're true minors. But
Okay, and then also one more thing. How the fuck do we feel about this husband?
oh yeah, how the husband still says at the end that I still love her and I want to make it work. I think that's
What, he just doesn't know
Well,
that this was happening?
well.
That's the whole thing that I'm like, huh? Because in the first episode, like he is primarily being interviewed.
Yes.
And I'm just like, brother, you didn't see any of this happening.
Like duct tape rash on your kid's arms at dinner?
But a year leading up to the arrest, the moment they got arrested, he had not seen any of the kids for an entire year.
Why?
They
Were
had
they
been divorced.
Oh.
So,
Good, honestly, good for him.
and the evidence is
Yeah.
like the true. I think emotional abuse was completely happening.
Yeah.
Like actually true abuse, making your kid sleep on a beanbag in the basement
Yeah.
for 7 months.
Yeah.
As punishment?
As
Yeah.
punishment, took his like whole door away. Just really
Crazy.
crazy harsh punishments.
Because how did this like happen again? I feel like he doesn't know. Like didn't the kid,
He ran to like a
escaped.
neighbor.
he like escaped and he was like tied up. Like his arms or
They
legs
saw,
were tied
like,
or
duct
something.
tape and
And
it
was
was
like,
like
"Can you help me?"
malnourished.
Yeah. And that's like how it all like happened where
Oh
they were
my
like, oh my
God.
God, what's happening?
This isn't-
She became like insane about like it ruined their whole family when she started YouTube because she was so insane about like needing to post and getting all of these views.
But in the
and
videos, they're
likes
just like a
and-
normal happy family?
Kind of, but in a way, they thought that they were. How Mormons like really strive for perfectionism
Perfection.
and putting out like an image of being the best version of you in light of God and sharing that with the rest of the world and being I would say like a role model and influence, just a beacon of example of people who are serving God and serving their family and being rewarded by the universe and getting all of that money. They were just under the delusion that they were doing God's work by putting out these videos and stuff.
And then it would be like she would ask her son like the simplest question, like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" And he just like doesn't want to be on camera. And she's like, "You better fucking pretend like
she
you're
said-
yeah, she's
happy."
like, be happy, pretend to be happy.
Fake being happy.
Yeah,
Whoa.
It was-
she's
yeah.
nuts.
I feel like you would like your head would explode if you
I
watched
don't
this
like those
documentary.
kind of like when you told me to watch that movie Stolen Youth
Oh,
about the
yes.
Sarah Lawrence College cult.
Oh my God.
I still like feel disgusted by that. I don't know. This stuff is not. Oh man. Let's
Exciting.
fucking go.
That's crazy that it happened right now.
I know.
He's like, yeah, I saw that last email. I
little
want to say
threatening.
these will be resolved, but I think we've taken some steps back.
We're
And-
actually removing the EV chargers.
Okay, I also really have to use the restroom.
Me too.
I got a pee.
All right, well, thank you so
right.
much for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for another episode next week, and we love you so much. Thank you.
We love
Toodles.
you.